Trouble on the roads. A number of local construction projects may be delayed if Congress can't hash out how to fund the Federal Highway Trust, where most of the money for those projects comes from. The fund is quickly running dry, and if a deal isn't reached soon, the feds, we're told, may stop reimbursing New York State for road projects. This is, of course, a very busy season for construction. Our Jennifer Lukey is live tonight along the Northway by the airport, where this news means a project there could potentially fall flat. Jen, what do we know?
Well, Cody, currently the state says all projects that are right now going on, that have already started, are in progress, would continue regardless of what happens with the feds. But there is a road project that's supposed to be going on in this area. Phase 1 is the replacement of those two bridges which carry the Northway over Albany Shaker Road. The funding for that has been secured, the state says. But Phase 2 is supposed to alleviate some of this congestion in this area, make it easier for people to get to the airport and to Wolf Road. Funding for that has not been secured, and this whole debacle in Washington isn't helping. The plan to redo this congested area has been a long time coming.
We're pressing you folks and our elected officials to find the funding quickly so that these people that are traveling from outside the area don't have to navigate this problem.
There's been public hearings, feasibility studies, renderings. It's pretty much shovel ready, but the shovel won't go anywhere near the ground until Congress comes up with a solution for the depletion of the Federal Highway Trust Fund. We all contribute to that fund by paying 18.4 cents per gallon on federal gas tax. But the fund far outspends what it takes in. New York State alone gets about $1.7 billion annually from it to fund projects.
There's a group of people who don't want to fund it. We have to stop them because we depend on our infrastructure for good-paying jobs. This employs people and brings companies to the region as well.
While Congress bickers, the state says it will, quote, manage any shortfalls in federal funding so that localities continue to receive full funding for their federal aid highway improvement projects, meaning the state will front the money and then hopefully get reimbursed by the feds like usual. But without a deal in Washington,
State DOT says they'll fund them. That's better than nothing. But for how long will that go on? And once we don't renew the Highway Trust Fund, it's much harder to get it going again. The state can't fund it for a very long time.
Schumer says there is a proposal on the table that won't raise the gas tax for all of us now, but it's temporary.
Now, I'd prefer it be renewed on a long-term basis. To do this every 6 months or every year doesn't allow our highway people to plan and do long-term projects. But the worst-case scenario would be to let it run out.
So again, short-term projects not an issue here in New York, at least not yet, but long-term planning, like Senator Schumer was just talking about, is the state DOT's main concern at this point. Congress is still going back and forth. There is a deal in the Senate, there is a deal in the House, but those two deals have not come together to make anything that can be voted on yet. So of course, we'll stay on this and keep you posted. For now, live in Colony, Jennifer Lukey, CBS 6 News.